Hello everyone, welcome back to podcast on Wheelz, episode 7, right? Was it?
Check.
No, we're saying it's episode 6 or 7.
I need the Chromebook charger.
I don't have the Chromebook charger. And my Chromebook slow?
Mine's mine.
Oh! Is it charging? Okay,
Yep.
It's good. Okay,
I'll go to our channel phone.
alright, so
Yeah.
welcome back to another podcast. I'm super sorry that we didn't record on Friday. I mean, a lot of things were hectic. And we never told you about it. We never had a chance.
Episode 7.
Yes, we never had a chance to sit down and talk to you about it. Or we did. But we're going to talk all about it today, including what happened today. So, on Friday, let's go ahead, get that whole hullabaloo mess dealt with. I'm going to be talking for a while, so sit back, Doc.
Like I always do.
Yes, Friday. Let's just say it was one of the worst days of college I think I've ever had this year. So, we're in the 11th grade of college, by the way. And yeah, so Friday, we're going to go rehearsing back. Friday, we started out the day I started off the day like any other normal day, And if you haven't seen the videos already, someone got harassed. I think we all know who that someone is.
Poor William.
Yes, oh my gosh. I love him to death. Poor him. We're going to go ahead and tell you all about it. So, gym starts off normal. We get in there, me and William, sit down. I'm already sitting down, obviously. But William sits down. We just kind of chill there, like normal. We go down to the locker room. We chill there. And we start out, and there was a substitute there. And things were super confusing because he blew a whistle around it. And he's like, walk, jog. And I was like, wait, but we didn't go down to the locker room, set our stuff down.
That was the new substitute.
Yeah, he was kind of intimidating, I guess. But he's like, make sure you put your name on the sign-in sheet or something. It was from his...
I was so confused.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't blame him.
It was pretty cool.
Yes, but, so that was confusing. I was like, what is going on? And the lights were dimmed. Normally the lights in the gym are like bright and not colorful, but bright. So, they were dimmed, and William and I were just strolling around, walking, like normal, walk, jog, and we never announced the walk, jog. Then we sat back down, because nobody else was walking around the thing except me and William. We were like, I look kind of stupid here. Let me just sit back down. A minute after I sat down, they're like, oh, let's go to the locker rooms. And I was like, what? What are we doing? We went down to the locker rooms, and we get there, and we just set our stuff down, normal. And we go back up to the gym room, and we do our real walk, jog. Don't know how that works. We do our real walk, jog. I was like, fine. We'll go through that. And we're just doing it like normal. And we're done with that. And they're like, oh, hey, sorry to kill the vibe off the free day. I was still walking, and we were only barely a couple minutes in the free day, and they're like, hey, we gotta go move down to the new gym, because they're like planning to do work up here. I was like, oh, okay, and we sat down. Oh my gosh, this is where it gets real. So we go down to the new gym like normal. 30 to 40 minutes passed by, and we're like, okay, we're just gonna sit down here. He's like, sorry guys, you're gonna have to wait for a bit. We ended up waiting for an hour in there. And by 9:38 p.m., we started doing volleyball. Now, this went down before 9:38 p.m. Around 9:10 or something. I'm trying to remember the time, if that really matters. But 9:10 p.m. Justin, the boy I thought he was cool with, and he was a little off at some times, and we were like, oh, we'll get through that. It's fine. I was ignoring him because they said some stuff about relationship problems with my friend, and things were happening, and we just kind of ignored them because they were bringing up bad vibes. So I was like, fine, I'll just chill here. And then he started walking up to me and William. I was like, okay, maybe he's walking past us. He sat right down, so close to William, we actually touched hips with each other, and I was like, what the? He got so close to my wheelchair, I was like, hello? And William was like, hi, and, that wasn't, that was weird. He said, can I sing for you? And we were like,
That's so weird.
Couldn't even say yes before he said, whoa. Except it didn't sound that good, and I know, I'm pretty sure that didn't sound good. Sorry, guys, but I'm just depicting. I don't know what.
Setting the mood.
Yes, and he said, "I love you," and everything. I was like, "I don't love you back. I mean, I'm fine with you as a friend." I thought. Now we're not friends at all. And I was like, this is so weird. He said, can I dance for you? And what I thought he was just going to do was like do a little shimmy because he was still sitting down. He stood up, went right in front of me and William, twerked right in front of our face, and then he slipped and then fell on us. And I was like, what is going on? William and I's face started turning red. I started sweating. I was getting... Did you open my Pop-Tart?
No, that was mine, and I gave it to you.
Oh, thank you. I forgot my Pop-Tart was over there. So, like, that's super weird. We're going to just not move on with that. And people started looking everywhere towards our direction to make it even worse. After we got fallen on. And he's like, so why would you trip me? Oh my gosh, that hurt. Why would you trip me? Like, you tripped me on purpose. I'm like, no, you were wearing slippery socks on the slippery bleachers. Like, what the heck? Me and Wayne were sitting there still. We didn't have our feet on the bleachers. And he started, and his friends, the other sassy girls, were like, oh my gosh, come over here. Why did you trip just then? That's so rude of you. Why would you do that? And I was like, what? No, we didn't even do that. And it was like, oh my gosh, it sucked. And then they started asking about one of my friend's relationship issues. They're like, oh, we have recordings of your friend's girlfriend. I was like, what the heck? And they were making fun of my friend, and they're like, oh my gosh, why you look like that? You have so many wrinkles and stuff. I'm like, because I'm stressed 24/7. What the heck? So basically for the whole next 20 to 30 minutes, they just were making fun of my friend's girlfriends and stuff and saying, oh, we can record her and, show you evidence that your friend's girlfriend is cheating on her. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And they were talking about all that, and they were saying, why do you look like that and everything? And they're like, do you know Cardi B? Yes. And they asked me so many rappers, and I just told them I wasn't good with names, and they were going on a 5 to 6 minute rant about rapper names. Now, yes, I knew a lot of them, but like not all of them, and I knew some of them. They're like, do you know Taylor Swift? And they're like, that's how white people talk. They're like, oh my gosh. I was like, what the heck? I was like, that's not how white people talk. I mean, some people can choose to talk like that, and I'm fine with that, but not all white people talk like that. They're throwing the stereotypical version of white people, even though that isn't white people at all. William responded, no, and I responded, no, that's not how white people talk at all. And they're like, oh yeah, for sure. I'm like, what? They were going on a rant, and they were just so... They made me feel awkward. They made William and me feel super awkward and not in place at all. And I was like, I'm not ready for this at all. It's just something that went down, and it's not good. And then we go to the locker rooms, get dressed like normal, and stuff. And, we're chilling there. And they're at the end of class, they're like, and Justin starts looking me in the eye and William in the eye and saying, that hurt. Me and William walked by and we're like, what's wrong? And he was like, you tripped me earlier. That really hurt. And I said, well, you were wearing slippery socks on slippery bleachers. That's the whole reason why you fell. There was no component. You fell on me. So, and William almost tipped back. I'm like, what? You almost made me hit my head on the bleachers. What the heck? Oh my gosh. And they're like, okay, they're still talking about the girlfriend stuff. And they're like, huh, bye. And I was like, I'm so done with y'all. On the way to class, Miss Fraser, my art teacher, me and William's art teacher, she noticed we didn't have a smile on our face. Now, back then, when we didn't have a smile, we would normally be overwhelmed or something. We had a bad grade in a class that was overwhelming me or William. And she was like, hey, where's my smile at? She's very sweet, bless her heart. But she's like, where's my smile at? You okay, darling? And I was like, no, not really. And she's like, normal, like, hey, how are you, and stuff. And we just didn't smile back that day, meaning because I was overwhelmed. I wasn't feeling the greatest. And I was like, no, I'm not okay. They're harassing us, me and William. Justin was harassing us and fell on us and twerked in front of our face and was making fun of my friend's girlfriend, saying that she was cheating and trying to record her. I'm like, that's not okay. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to tell you your caseworker, Miss Parson, and your teacher, Mr. Luther, I think. Yeah, and she's like, I'm hoping this can all get resolved soon. And I was like, okay, thank you very much. And she said, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I said, you too. Like normal. We go up to Miss Peters' class, Miss Watson's. Well, Miss Peters is my real teacher. Miss Watson was a sub on Friday, so it was the last day. And people were being annoying like usual. There was this dude named Kevin who kept annoying my friend Floor. I was like, what are you trying to do? He needed help with basic things, and that's fine. But like, he knew, well, he knew how to do it before. So I was like, okay, I'll just help him and move on with our day. And people were like, oh my gosh, this stick is spicy. Like, it was like some type of Slim Jim or something, and it was like a spicy tobacco. No, not tobacco. It's like a type of hot sauce. I can't remember the name. But it was like, it's not spicy. And he goes, does anyone have any milk? And William just handed him his milk because he wasn't drinking the milk that day. He was like, fine, just have it. I don't care. And little things started to annoy us, meaning we were not okay. We were a little overwhelmed, agitated, like anyone would be. Well, for me, very easy to get me overwhelmed. And we just chilling in there, and a machine in the back starts beep, 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 starts beeping. I know, I'm like, what is going on? That thing has never beeped in 6 weeks. This is our 6th week of college, which is insane. And I was chilling there, and the machine kept beeping constantly, and I was like, what is going on? And they're like, oh my gosh, it's about to blow up. It's about to blow up. And I was like, it's not about to blow up. I'm just wondering why it's about beeping. And Miss Watson was like, what is going on? Nobody was coming to help. Nobody was there. And it just kept beep, 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 beep for a whole minute straight. We were standing there like, what's going on with that big, ginormous machine that we don't know about? And beep. Nothing moved in that machine. Nothing was on. It just kept beeping. And, hold up. We have to resume the podcast. End it?
Don't end it.
Okay. We'll be right back.
we are back. We just had to move some packages for our mom to actually sit down.
Yes. Sorry. Sorry, guys, for the interruptions. I'm so sorry.
But I'm glad they're not as bad now. You know.
Yes.
The last podcast we have to do, we keep
Yeah.
ending them.
Yeah, okay, moving on. God, I gave my speech a rest. I did have surgery like 2 days ago, so doesn't feel the greatest. But we are moving on, and so the machine kept beeping. A teacher said, "Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. That never happened." And of course, the one irritating thing had happened on the most irritating day, and I was like, "Okay, that's not
Great.
That's not great." I was being all quiet, like not normal, but I was being all quiet. Class ends, people were being annoying, the machine randomly beeped, never turned off, and two boys in the back of the classroom were running, and they're like, "This plant looks dead." And they're trying to turn on the little faucet thingies to turn on the water, right? And you expect it'll go in the pot, right? Like it'll go in the little soil, like hit the plant. No, that's not what it did. They thought they closed it. I don't know how those things work. They thought they closed it, and it apparently leaked out the pot because it overflowed because of how fast they were running it, and it overflowed because the soil can't soak it up that fast because they're running it constantly on high speed. I was like, hello? And so the pot overflowed, and they didn't realize this. They left it running even after they left the class, and they left it running for over 40 minutes, if not more, and it got in the interior, the middle part of the table. There's a little big pole that holds the table up, right? And it seeped inside, and now we don't know how many years or days that's going to rot of expensive equipment. Nobody said anything. Miss Peters, when she came back today, she didn't say a single word, so I don't know if anybody knows about it, but it might be internally rotting inside. It's just so creepy to image.
Think about. Really?
So we left class, and me and Flora and William were walking to her classroom to go to lunch, and she was like, "Hey, you all right? You're a bit quiet." And she's like, I see a little smile, she was cheering me up a bit, and she was like, "But seriously, are you okay?" I told her the whole story during lunch, and, well, William did, about during lunch that we had been gotten harassed and bullied and friends drama going all over the school. Not all over the school, thank God. But I don't know what's going on with that. But people are just being mean, really mean. They're stupid and they didn't use their brain. So Flora was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I was just a little off during lunch talk." Well, William was off talking about lunch and talking about it and talking about it. So those lunch vlogs are posted 3 days ago because this did happen 3 days ago on the last week of Friday. On September 29th or September 28th, I believe. Or September 27th. One of those 3 days. I don't know. I don't know the time, y'all. So we were sitting there and we were like, okay, moved on to third. Third, I'm glad kind of cheered me up the most. My teacher checks up on me again. She's like, "You doing all right? You feeling okay?" I was like, "Yeah, my day's going a bit better now." She's like, "Great, glad to hear." And the rest of my classmates came over, and William is hanging out with them, and Mariah held a paintbrush and painted. Well, the teacher obviously helped her, but Jolie held a paintbrush and Mariah painted. I also posted that vlog 3 days ago, so you can see if your heart desires. So the fourth rolls around. I don't quite remember what happened in fourth. I think it was a normal day, I believe. Just going more in depth about that lesson we were learning. I don't know what lesson we were learning. Okay, I'm very lost. So yeah, so we continue learning about that, and basically, I think my day ended there. Monday today. So this is my story of Monday. Then Doc will tell about her day, how her day was, and see if anything special or fun happened during that. So, I entered gym dreading the fact that I might be harassed again, including William. So we just entered the gym, we're like, oh boy, we're gonna have to go through this stupid thing again, or stupid crap again, having a weird, awkward talk and everything. And there's no substitutes, there's just our normal teachers. We go down to the locker rooms and change after 30 minutes of waiting for them to enter the room. We do our daily stretches, and Miss Fairclough said, come on, guys, you can at least not pretend to do the stretches. And I wasn't pretending, but a lot of people were. I'm like, really? You that lazy to do? I was doing the stretches I could do, and then William was doing all the stretches. So I wasn't being lazy. I was doing the things I could do, and which weren't a lot, but I was doing them the best I could. And William was doing them right. Except those side lunges. He has trouble with that. I wouldn't blame him. I can't do lunges, but like, them things look hard, okay? So, no, really, dog? Wait.
No, that was
Amy. Amy's dirty minded, okay? So I was like, okay, that's weird. Well, we just done normal stretch. I was like, fine, she's going to give the class a pep talk and everything. So we moved down to the locker room. No, we already done that, sorry. So they're like, okay, you have a free day today, but be prepared to bring shoes and an extra pair of clothes because we're going outside to play. I think I heard Blue Moon. What the frick is Blue Moon? That I could have totally heard that wrong. I don't know. So I had a free day today, like we've been having for the last 5 days. I don't know why. I was like, this again, alright, fine. I'm fine with 3 days, but like for 5 days in a row, I'm like, I kind of want to do something else now, you know? So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, fine. We'll just go through this and have our merry dandy day. I said it like that. So I'm playing there. I'm walking around like usual, and me and William were walking around, and boys started kicking a volleyball super hard, and now in the vlog you could hear bleachers banging and the wall like erupting because of the volleyball hitting. My teacher was like, stop kicking the volleyball! He's screaming, and I was like, oh my gosh, my gym teacher's mad. And he actually notices something after a couple minutes of them kicking around, hitting some of my friends, and it almost swung me in the face. I'm like, oh my god, that thing went past the whole gym in 2 seconds flat, and that almost hit me. No, we're not doing that. I'm glad it didn't hit me. Ouch, that would have hurt. And then a couple minutes go by, like 20-30 minutes, and Justin's like, hey, I'm like, what? And he's like, I want to sing for you. Like, do you know Hamilton? And I was like, yep, I know him. Why? And I heard some of the songs. And he was like, whoa. He didn't sound that good. And I know, that probably didn't sound that good. He sounded, he was singing so bad, not to make, seriously, but he couldn't sing at all. I get it. He could take lessons and get better, I'm sure, at it. I mean, like, yeah. But and I'm not the greatest at singing. Oh, God, no. But I like doing singing. It's my passion, you know. Well, I wouldn't sing in front of public. God, no. I'd make everyone's ears bleed. Oh, my gosh. I think I'm talking down about myself a bit too much. Let me tone it down. Because my little heart's sensitive. So he sings for me, and they're like, how'd you think of that? And I was like, well, it was alright. And they're like, no, be honest, it was horrible, it was terrible. And Justin was like, be honest with me. And he sang for a bit, and then I was like, they started out just talking like, great, this is an opportunity for me to walk away. And me and William walked away briskly, and we started walking like normal, and then by a couple more minutes rolled by, there's basketballs everywhere, and these two boys were not throwing them, but like playing normal basketball. one smacked me in the back of the head, or like in the lobe of the head. There, oh, you hit him! Oh my gosh! It's like, yep, I got smacked in the head with a basketball. What else did you clearly see? And my friend got hit in the head. I was like, what the heck? Then a girl got hit in the head with a volleyball. Gym teachers, you have to realize that 4 people probably that I saw, me, got hit already. This is clearly not safe. Of course, I didn't notice that. And I was like, ow. And, I walked on with my day. I was like, fine. I'm not going to let this ruin my day. We go on to the locker rooms, and my friend shows me that she has blueberry crochets in her bag. It was cool. I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then we got there. They didn't bother me anymore, thank God. But Justin was staring at us almost the whole time we were walking. He was like, just staring dead in the eye. I was like, oh, okay, that's not weird. Not creepy, not disturbing at all. Nope, not making me feel uncomfortable one bit. We moved on to Miss Peters' class, because she's back. Hooray! After her surgery, her knee surgery. We're there, we eat normal, yummy breakfast, yummy. We had like a little honey bun thing. It was delicious. And I was in a good mood because, well, I wasn't in the greatest all-time mood of all, but I was in a normal mood, smiley, happy. Miss Peters said, oh my gosh. And she was like, how are you today? You feeling better? And I said, yep, feeling better. Way better than Friday. She was like, I'm glad. That's good to hear. And I was like, oh, thank you. And, I just walked on Miss Peters' class. We wait just a bit. Miss Peters starts fanning herself. She's like, and I was like, you okay? I was like, you alright? And she was like, yeah, it's just so hot in here. The med she was on after her knee surgery, it made her really sweaty and hot, and I was like, oh, that sucks. And her knee was swollen. I was like, oh my God, I didn't see it, but she said that her knee was swollen, and she said, I regret not bringing my ice pack to, bring the swelling down and the pain. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible, I'm sorry. And she said, we're going to make it work, though. I was like, okay. In the middle of notes, we were just doing notes, and we'd done a vocabulary quiz today. And, I was the last one to finish at my table. That's not uncommon for me at all. Of course, I was misspelling things. And it's a stupid crossword. I just 1, 2, 3. I just count the letters, or count the numbers, count the numbers of the letters of the things. And I was having trouble on 9 and 13, those question things. I was like, okay, we'll just get through those. And I did, and I turned my vocabulary in, and we're in the middle of the notes, and she was like, class, oh my gosh. She was like, y'all are zoning out. I can see you. And you aren't, you have the notes sitting right in front of you. I don't know why you are zoning out. And she I don't know how your teachers made you get this bad. And I was like, oh, that's a bit hurtful, Al. Okay, even though I wasn't zoning out, I was looking at my notes the whole time and trying to participate. Of course, I couldn't read my notes. Oops. I could read some of it, most of it. And I didn't write them fully. Oops. So that was my fault. But still, it was just a bit. I know she was sarcastic. I'm not good at sarcasm at all. Even if I know it's sarcasm, it's still rude. In my eyes. So we're right in there. And we're like, ow, that's kind of hurtful. And then we're planning to play Quizlet. I'm glad we played Gimkit more. That was fun. But she was like, oh my gosh, Quizlet is not working. It's being so slow. It wasn't letting people in. But so we were like, okay, let's just go on the Gimkit. And I was like, okay. And we played the imposter thing again. It was so much fun. And, it was quiet because the class was just answering, doing slight investigations on people. I was investigated on. And by the end of it, around towards like 5-10 minutes left of class, they're like, oh my gosh, I think he's the imposter. Maybe they just started assuming things because I was smiling. Like when they told it, I was like, huh? I was laughing and smiling, and oh, he's definitely the imposter. Well, I really wasn't, because at the end of the game, they found out we caught one imposter, but we didn't catch the imposter. So the imposters won, not the crewmates. And so we were like, okay. And the imposters were Chris and Alex. There was not me on that board, and they're like, I still think it was him. I was like, what? How? The imposters were showing everything. It was funny. They made me in a good mood anyway. It was fine. It was funny. We get there, and William and Flora are taking a picture together, and what William thought was a seat kind of like bumping into something or something. The teacher said, hi! And we were like, oh my gosh! And he was like, he starts laughing, because William and Flora are taking a picture together, like they normally do, and they're like, they're not in front of the mirror just being funny and silly. And they're like, oh, and the teacher said, hi. Oh, William is not in that class. But she's nice anyway. She doesn't mind me being there, just walking with Flora or William. She doesn't mind at all with either one of us being in there. So we just walked to our lunch, and we have fun. We talk about feelings and everything. Talk about how our day was. Flora worried us at some point. She's like, oh, I haven't eaten. I was like, you haven't eaten for Saturday at all? And she's like, no, I ate at work. I'm like, oh, thank God. That's in the lunch vlog, so you can go ahead, check that out. We get to third. Hooray! And so eventually, every Monday and Friday, each one of 6 of my classmates come over from my class to come join the class. And we're like, okay, that's really fun. Ray loves that. He loves doing that. I wouldn't see why. It's really fun. And so Miss Fraser has a big idea, like, hey, we're going to go outside and enjoy the sun and get a ginormous piece of paper and have some markers and draw whatever you want on there. No, not penises. She didn't say that. But, she so she just says that, and we just draw hearts and random lines and colors and things. And JJ is having the time of his life over there. Sammy is refusing after a while not to color, but to show William his markers constantly. I was like, okay. He drew on William's shirt, and he colored onto John's shirt. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. But Mariah gets to color for a bit on the paper, and Jolie, we try to help her carry a marker. She does somewhat succeed. She did hold it for like a second or two and then dropped it, which is fine, but we could tell that she wanted to hold the marker. And Mariah had this little pink marker in her lap for the whole time they're there, and we were just having fun, talking, and at the end of the day, the teacher's like, oh my gosh, William would be super great for this, like, just being a supporter, like a assistant in a special ed classroom and stuff. And they're suggesting, like, hey, you should take child development too, where you actually get to go hand on hand in classrooms and stuff. And they were like, why don't you take it first semester in your senior year of college, and then second semester you'll get to go hand on hand with stuff. And William was like, yes, that sounds like a great idea. I'll sign up for that when senior year rolls by. And they're like, yeah, this is like a perfect profession for you. You are so well at it. You're so good at it. You're so talented at it. And he was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. The teachers, they're so sweet to William. Which is super sweet, and they say, you'll be so perfect, thank you. They cannot stop saying thank you to him. It's so sweet. And I was like, and William was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. It was a great opportunity to work with y'all. He was like, see y'all Monday, because every Monday and Friday he gets a chance to work with them and just see what it's like, because they do love that interaction. They have a blast in there, like they have in gym. They just love physical interaction and stuff like hands-on-hand work. And actually, because when they're during their class, they don't get a lot of artsy stuff. Like, they don't get to do that in normal classrooms, which is kind of sad, actually. Like, and they love it. They enjoy it so much. They love being there, interacting with them, They love it. Fourth rolls by, and we're talking about SATs coming up. Juniors are supposed to take an SAT, and I thought was next week, and I was like, oh my gosh, SATs are next week? And he was like, oh no, like sophomore college people had to take the pre-ACT, meaning it's just a practice of the real ACT that I'm going to be taking, and William is going to be taking somewhat. I don't know when, but juniors next week. It'll be a normal day for juniors, seniors, and freshmen. Freshmen in college, juniors in college, and seniors in college. But sophomores in college has to take the pre-ACT, like I did last year. I did horrible at that. I think I got a 9%. I know, I'm slow, y'all. But, like, I just have a lot of trouble. I never got caught up in...
Shane and Hannah got invited to the White House?
That's amazing.
What?
She's looking at other people's stories and stuff. She scared me a bit there. I was like, oh, what the heck? But there we go. Oh, hold up.
Okay, so our mom got back from her first day of work, and she enjoyed her first day. She said, oh, I got to make some fun jokes with Tom, or Thomas, I think. And then she didn't even have to do much math, and Dad said a funny thing. He said, well, love you, baby, to Mom. And he said, well, you open S, and then I'll come back later, because there was so much. And so
I forgot about that.
and Mom laughed, and she said, well, let me get comfy fresh, and then I'll open stuff, because there was so much stuff on the table. And I can't say that word, but you probably know. Okay.
So, good news. Our mom had an amazing day of work. I'm so happy to hear that. Because normally after work she'd be like stressed or something and like have a bit of a, not a meltdown, but like sometimes she would scream and yell. And that's what she does when she's stressed. And she said, my first day went amazing. She was all smiles. And she said, yeah, and she got to do dances and she had to do less math. And she got to come home at 5:34 p.m. instead of 4 a.m., which is amazing. Yes, and she goes in at 7 a.m., so like 30 minutes before we head out to college, and she was just so happy, and that's amazing, because I love that she loves her work. That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. That's making me smile. But fourth period rolls around, and I thought,
Oh my gosh, you've practically been talking for like the whole
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm so sorry, dog. I have to catch up on 3 days. um, so, so we go to math, and I was like, oh my gosh, we have an SAT, but my math teacher doesn't know when, and we got into groups, and our group number was number 7. Miss Parson helped us because we were completely lost about what we just did. It was a problem that wasn't on our example sheet. So we were like, Jabria, she said, Miss Parson was struggling over here. I wouldn't blame Jabria. I was struggling too. We were like, we need help with this. And we got help, and we just copied the things because the other groups wrote down their problem. We had to write them down on the paper. We were like, okay, we'll just do that. And we were just talking and stuff. And this week is filled with tests for me. I had a vocabulary quiz today. Tomorrow I'm going to have a test to Miss Peters, also a test to Miss Frazier's, so I'm going to get to go to Miss Calicut twice tomorrow in a row. Hooray! Not the test part, but the Miss Calicut part. I like seeing her. She's nice. So I had 1 test today, 2 tests tomorrow, and either a test on Thursday or Wednesday in math. No test, hopefully, on Friday. But, I have 5 tests this week. Holy crap! In a 5-day time span, I have 5 tests.
Dang.
The biggest ones are obviously Miss Peters' test. So I have 5 tests this week. Pray for me, because I'm probably going to fail all of them, if not one of them. Pass one. So those were my Friday and Monday. Monday went a lot, way better, way better than Friday, definitely. And I just had so much fun Friday. And not Friday, Monday. Because Friday was horrible. And if you want surgery, what surgery? Well, me and my friend Doc had stomach surgery, esophagus surgery, and wrist surgery. Meaning I'm hopefully going to get better movement in my wrist over the next 5 days of recovery. It's been now 2 days since I had the surgery. I had it 4 p.m. on Saturday. It's now Monday, 5:37 p.m. So it's been officially 2 days since my surgeries. I slept all day Saturday. I woke up really late last night on Sunday. And then I've been awake ever since then, and my throat feels good for right now. I am on meds because my nurses did give me my medication and everything, so I'm feeling great. I was like, we should do a podcast now that I'm not feeling crummy. So here we are. And my wrists don't hurt for right now, which is good. Which is great. And now I'm going to finally let Doc talk because I've been talking for probably over 40 minutes, which is so impressive for me because, I know my speech is slurry, and you notice every single, if I don't take a break for even just a minute, you notice it'll start getting slurry and weird, and you keep hearing that's me trying to breathe or something, taking breaks because I cannot go more than a minute without having to take a break of speech. I'm guessing. You alright?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, so Doc will finally talk about her Friday and how it went, and Monday, and if possibly her weekend. But, and another huge news. Sorry. Oh my gosh, her face of disappointment. It'll be quick, don't worry. But our big sister moved out today, and her room is empty. Now I don't know if she needs extra stuff to get out or something, but right now all of it's gone, which is insane. So, yeah.
You'll never see her car.
Yeah. I think her car is still in the driveway. I don't know. But and Mom comes home around 5:30 something. So now we know the time she comes home. So we'll have to get used to this new schedule.
Yeah.
But we'll have plenty of time to do a podcast when we're home. Hooray!
And really get cold.
Yes, but sorry, we had to take like
2-3 breaks.
I'm super sorry about that, but one of them were amazing because we got to hear our mom's day of work, which was awesome.
Okay.
And hold up, and yeah, basically my mom got a new job, which she loves. Amazing! I'm super happy that she loves her new job. It's so amazing to hear. She came in all smiles, which is very rare after work. And I don't see her at 4 a.m. Because I don't think I'm normally up at 4 a.m. at night.
No.
And she's normally asleep in the morning, but she'll go to work at 7, so we just make her a water cup in the morning instead of the afternoon. That's all. Because if she was on her normal work schedule, it would be 20 minutes before she left for work. She's already back and opening a bunch. She had like 9 packages. William and a couple of my friends had to grab like 7 of them. Then she had 2 more, so she had 9 packages sitting on the table. I'm like, what the heck? So yes, I will be moving it on to Doc now because she is begging to talk. Here you go, Doc. And I'll take a break and drink it out of it.
Okay, after what seemed like literally forever of not talking, I'll finally talk.
My hand is so sweaty. Look, look,
Ugh.
you can. You don't have to feel it. Look, you can see it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anywho, it's finally my turn to talk, and I'll talk to you guys about my weekend, about my Friday, and about my Monday. So, Friday, I can't really remember what happened on Friday. I do remember that, I remember Friday not being a good day.
Like, for both of us, like, we're having an okay day.
I remember Friday not being an annoying. I remember Friday being an annoying day, or that was probably Thursday. But I'm gonna just count it as Friday. So Friday was a very annoying day. So first, you probably all heard this in the sixth podcast episode, where Pluto ruffled through my hair 5 times, and I have severe OCD, and that sort of stuff really gets me ticked off. So that wasn't already great. And then Pluto kicked my bag. Then Damien proceeds to almost death grip my bony tiny hand. And then I get hit with a volleyball within 3 minutes of sitting down. Or my girlfriend and me sitting down. Because, like, oh my gosh. But today went, weekend. So, during the weekend was very, very, very chill. We had nothing to do. We didn't film a podcast episode. We rarely got out content. We did have... Oh my god.
Jesus. Girl about to choke. Sound like your friend. That's how my laugh sounded weird. I'm just choked. I'm just a star of this podcast.
I'm laughing so hard. It's so funny. Anywho. Our weekend was super chill. We didn't film any new We didn't film any new podcast episodes. We didn't really do anything. We just sat there, had surgery, sat there again, and did nothing. I ate some 2 yogurt packets while Donny was talking.
Because I talked so much.
Yes. You talk so much, you probably talk more than half the podcast. This podcast will be...
It's already been an hour. I think.
For real. So, anywho, the weekend was super chill. We only had surgery, and that's really it. I hanged out with Sally. Sally is one of my classmates in class 3 or class 2, depending on what class I go to. She's practically always in class 3. I rarely go to class 3 though. But she has her little well, and she was just resting on my little bed, so we got to hang out after my surgery. I'm feeling a lot better from yesterday, because yesterday I think I was in a little bit of pain, and then I still am, but like nothing crazy. I can still speak, obviously, but weekend wasn't bad at all. It was just a basic and chill weekend, and we didn't film our podcast episode in forever, so today is the day where we finally introduce our 7th episode and barely have any interruptions, to the point that our computer turns off because we film on our software, our computer. So, and we basically kind of have it like a little screen. So we record on there, and if it turns off, then the whole podcast goes off, which honestly sucks.
And then we'll have to upload parts, which is a little annoying.
I don't really like that because I want it to be in one episode. I don't want to say part 2 or part 1. Nobody's going to watch if it's part 1 and they have to go through another whole entire video. Just watch part 2. Yes, and some people will find part 2 and have no idea what we're talking about.
Yes,
and some people might find part 1 but never watch part 2, and they'll only think we got out a 15-minute podcast, which is not.
The whole podcast is like an hour, 20 minutes.
Yeah, an hour 20. So that happened in our 5th episode. I can't remember. I think it was the 5th.
And then it happened again on like our 4th
yeah.
episode.
So that was super annoying. So we get past that. But Monday. So today is obviously Monday. It's October 2nd. 2 days past SCI Awareness Month.
28 days till Halloween.
No, it's officially 2 days after SCI Awareness Month. Do you know what SCI Awareness...
Final. SCI?
SCI. Spinal cord injury.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Spinal cord Injury Awareness Month was literally last month, and I didn't know that. So I've never gone a whole month without celebrating my own injury. So, if you guys don't know, I broke my C4, C5, C8 vertebrae falling down some stairs. That sounds unreal, but it actually happened. So, here we are. So, yes, that was last month, and I never celebrated, and I didn't know until the 28th of the month.
Jesus. So September 28th.
So that was like 28. That was like at least 4 or 5 days ago. So I just found out from Cole and Charisma that I found out that it was SCI Awareness Month. I never know how I never known this, but I don't look up months a lot. And I don't really celebrate months.
How was it like months up?
I think I know when SMA Awareness Month is. It's in August.
Well, honey, that passed like 4
I know. Anywho.
Did I just say 4 months ago?
But
August was like
Donny.
2 months ago.
I was about to say.
So in 3 days.
3 days. 3 days.
3 days. In 3 days, some of my friends, when they turn 16, they'll be 2 months past 16. Wow.
Anywho, let me tell you guys about my Monday. So I go into Miss Blakely's class normal. Everything goes fine, like normal. Second, you better tell me you do not have more to say after all this.
I just only have a bit.
No,
Let
let me speak.
Okay.
Anywho, second period rolls around. Nothing happens there. We're doing math and we're doing new math. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so confusing. But I got the first concept. I got all 9 questions complete. But the second one, I'm completely stumped on and I have no idea.
So you didn't finish it?
But I never even started a question. I didn't even know what to do on the first step of it.
No.
Well, I'm going to close out the tab and chat with my friends. That's what I really did. I saw the question, was like, oh.
Bye.
I literally done this all. And started chatting with y'all. What? Math is confusing.
I'm joking. We had a group work.
So here I am. I close out the math tab. I really don't do any math, and I'm playing my merging game on my phone, right on the desk, and chatting with friends and doing no ounce of math, and barely write down any notes.
Right.
I mean, I did write them down.
Gorgeous.
Never used them though,
Oh my god.
and they're crumpled up in the bottom of my bag now.
Oh my god. No.
So, third period. Penny, your girlfriend.
Not mine, but my friend.
No, sorry.
So what the heck?
Yes, okay. Your friend's girlfriend. She comes up to me and says, "How are you?" I'm doing good. And she said she ruffles through my hair. I think she thought I was you. And chatted with me. I was like, well, that's great that you want to have this conversation with your sister, but I'm not Maggie.
What did she say?
She was just like, and she, what class do you have? And I said, oh, American history. And she said, okay. And she said, I have this class. I can't remember what she said. And my history teacher said, call her blank. I can't remember what he said. Half the story I barely know. So, call her this. And I was like, no. And they're like, oh, she knows me. And then that's it. She walks off.
Who knows her?
Penny knows you. Or you know Penny. But I didn't really know her. So I was like, okay. I go to my desk and that was all it. Nothing really weird happened. Just had a convo. I'm like, okay. And I go to lunch. Nothing happens. We just have fun. We just talk about a hoodie. And then...
You only talked about the hoodie?
I'm just kidding. We didn't talk about only the hoodie. We talked about these new pizza things. We got to try new pizza pocket things. Not Hot Pockets, but they were like little burrito pizza things. They were pretty good. They weren't like the greatest.
Wait, what line were they in? The middle line?
The one where okay, you know the one with all the desk with all the blue chairs and the red chairs, not in the student lounge. In the middle one with all the glass.
Oh, I didn't go through that one.
I go through all of that one because it's super easy for me.
I went to the fourth one and had a chicken patty. It was actually really good.
That's great. So here I am. We're just talking about new pizza pockets. They were okay. They weren't like what?
A pocket thing and
They were so hot. Like the exterior wasn't that hot. As soon as I bit in it, like, ew! I like my tooth hit the sauce and it was like, oh, it was so hot.
Oh my god, they got them 500 degrees.
And I remember Nicole one day, I said, be careful, the pizza's hot. And she said, no, it's not. And she C-B, because I can't say it. Neither will you. No, you don't say it. She said, see that word. And she put it in her mouth. And she started dying. She's like, oh. And she's like, oh. It's actually hot. And she's like, she drinks some milk. I'm like, and I said, see, I told you, you should have listened.
Wait, can I please tell them one quick thing?
No.
I promise. Please.
Wait.
Please.
Wait.
I'll
No.
please it.
Okay.
I've been trying to say my part.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to podcast on me. Joking.
We're not starting again.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you about a funny thing during lunch day in that vlog. William started about his face like, what? He was like, what? What are you doing? And we saw a girl. She took off the hexagon pizza.
Yeah.
She took off the sauce. No, what?
The sauce.
She took off the cheese and the sausage. She had the saucy pizza bare. She said, I don't like the sausage. She said, I don't like the sausage and cheese. It was just one.
So you like tomato and bread?
It was sauce and bread. That shit was numbing on that thing. We were like, oh, and another thing. Reem saw on her phone, because she was showing people, and she said, and I saw a vape. Somebody threw it in the toilet. One of the school toilets. The school toilet, I don't know. And they flushed it. Yeah, it flashed. I saw it on the phone. I was like, and that's why William's face got so surprised. He was like, "Oh my gosh, something just flushed down the toilet." We knew what it was.
That thing actually flushed?
Yes. So that was a little bit of fun thing that happens on lunch. Now I just talked about for a bit. Moving on to Doc.
So you're telling me a student's blunt. I can't say it.
Oh.
So a student's blunt. They put it in the toilet, a school toilet. Do I know why? No. They flushed it, and it actually flushed. I'm like, when I heard it, when I heard it flush along, it must have made some alarming sounds.
Did it make alarming sounds? I'm so sorry for y'all have to hear that.
I just hear midway flush. Dude, what'd you eat?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I had them pizza pockets.
Oh, burn your mouth off.
Oh.
Pizza. Oh, shit.
No, it wasn't those today. She about did though. It was another pizza.
Oh my God. Putting the coals just burning in her mouth.
It's like a bit of pizza. I was like, "Be careful, it's hot." And she's like, "She no, it's not. See." And she got a corner and ate it, and then 2 seconds later, she never mind. And she never mind. That's actually is hot. I was like,
I'm like, girl, you gotta think things through.
I'm like, oh my God. So I see, I told you, I warned you, and then that was it. Well, 4th period rolls around. We go to gym, girls weight training. Nothing bad happened there. My girlfriend Emmy squatted 60 pounds today,
Nice.
which wasn't that bad or crazy. She done it 6 times. She could done it more, but like only 6 reps for your max. And so it was so funny because Kira, she tried to get under my height that my bar was set to. Good God. Because her neck was under the bar. Like she had to bend over and everything. I'm like, girl, you're 5'8" or 5'6". I'm 5 foot. And so here she is. And she, okay, I can just leave the bar like this. And I said, are you sure you don't want the bar raised? And she said, oh, no, I'm fine. Oh. Her head bends out halfway, like 6 inches. I know. She has to bend her head like 6 inches down.
Oh.
And she's like, oh! And she's like, oh! And she's like, oh, good God! And she's like, oh! And she's like, oh, Jesus Christ! And she's like, this is not going to end well. And she hunts back and grabs the bar and just starts squatting like normal. And then when she goes to put the bar back, she goes, she's like, oh! And she's like, oh, good God! Oh, good God! That bar was 6 inches lower because my bar was set at 8 unit or a 10 unit. Hers was set at 14 or 13.
Where's the 10 units?
Like where the bar is raised. And I remember one day of the bench press, I saw our bar compared to everyone else's. Our bar looks very short to the point that when you go under it, your nose will hit the bar.
Yeah,
Do you think that's for a bench press that is too low?
Yes, that's
Yes.
too low.
And my friends and I'm looking at the bar like, Diana and forgot her name. Diana and someone. My other friend, doesn't this bar look a little bit too low? And I asked Miss Faircloth, do you think our bar is a little bit too low? And she said, I would suggest raise it 1 and lower the 2 big black bars 1. And then that worked. We just had to do bench press. And Emmy tried to bench press her friend's 60 pounds, which... Keep in mind, Emmy is only 35 pounds bigger than a 60-pound weight. And she has, on her thin, frail arms, good God, no. So she gets it off the bar because she can lift 60. It's not like, it is kind of hard, but not excruciating hard, you know what I mean? So she does lift it. It's a little bit hard, but not like too low. But as soon as she tries to put it down, her arms go down by themselves. They collapse under that bar. And they're like, oh! And she was like, what the? She was like, what the? And she's like, look, no, I was here, sitting here on the bench. And then here I am, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and lift your weight. Because I thought I was so powerful lifting 50. Barely. And then here I am, oh, I can lift 10 pounds bigger. No! Oh! And I lay on the bench. I grab the bar with the 60 pounds on it, and I'm like, oh, this is easy. I try and go down, and my arms can collapse under me. I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell? I'm like, I'm like, dang. I'm like, dang, Diana, you lift this. I was like, what the heck? And my friends had to carry the bar. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I mean, my friends, Diana lifted up. Diana squatted 155 pounds.
No.
Huh?
Girl, what?
I squatted 60. Damn.
William,
William.
Amy Scott.
What?
I had the word set out or anything.
I don't know what that was. My laugh is so weird. I was like, Anywho, fourth period, we just do normal squats and normal weights. They weren't actually that bearing today for some odd reason. We got
Did you lift them?
no. What does it look like? I can magically get up out of my chair, undo my straps, stand up, go under a bar, lift a 70-pound weight, squat it, and then easily get back in my chair and say I have paralyzed legs. I'm trying to just walk to the bar, squatted it, and then I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, guys, I'm paralyzed. Doc, didn't I not see you get up in front of everyone, do a whole entire 6 reps of 70 pounds? Get back in your chair.
Yourself 70 pounds.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, God, no.
And then get back in your chair and say, oh, no, guys, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Huh?
Huh?
No, I definitely cannot do that. So, here I am. Oh, she's laughing. So, hit. Go.
I'll see.
I'll keep this podcast running. Oh!
She likes to show you some new glasses. So
Mom?
Yay.
What just popped in the frame?
What? Oh, it's
it's a YouTube.
It's a notification.
Anywho, our mom, can I just say, our mom literally had the favorite time of her glasses experience. So our mom wears glasses and so do I. Actually, I am. Okay, never mind.
I am wearing
So,
glasses today.
I wear glasses, and our mom got snake glasses, sparkle star glasses, and green ones, and Batgirl glasses and stuff. She was like so happy. I hope you guys heard. Like when she saw the sparkle, she's like, woo! I was like, it was so great.
No, seriously.
No, it was so great to hear her so happy. It was like girl, those snake glasses look so cool. I was like, my face of excitement.
So cool. And sorry. And when she was showing us, they were like, "Oh my gosh, where's?" They wanted to show one of my friends, and she was like showing us her glasses and her sparkler. And yes, Mom, and she was like, "Oh my gosh!" And she's like, like in the mirror, she's like, "Oh my gosh, look at all the sparkles! They had so many stars." She, I demand undivided.
She said, "I can see and you can see me."
Yes, I love that. She said, "I can see and you can see me." And that's so awesome. And she just loved the glasses. She loved all of them. She's like, "Thank you so much for sharing my silliness with me." I'm like, "Oh, I'm more than happy to share with you." And it was so fun. She was sharing about her glasses and everything. She was so excited. She was and she was laughing and smiling. I'm so glad. I'm so happy to see her happy and with her fun new glasses. And she had awesome days at her awesome day at her new work. First day. Tomorrow will be her second day, but she had a thrilling time. She was making jokes with one of the new people. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so amazing that her day is going so awesome." I love when she has an awesome day. It's so fun when she has an awesome day. It's amazing. I love seeing her happy. It makes me so happy and warm inside. Okay, go ahead, Doc.
And she was like just so exhilarated. Yes. Thank you. So she was just so exhilarated about the sparkly, fantastic, amazing glasses. I was like, "Whoa!" And she was like, "Oh, I can see and you can see me because me and Mom go to Dr. Eye Walker Care or something." Okay. So we go there for our eye appointments, and we always just get to spend a little time together. She fills out my abundant forms. There's like literally 8 or 5 of them about me, and she grabs out my insurance card for my glasses, not for my endocrinologist. She doesn't go to the endocrinologist appointments with me. My dad does. So he'll just be chilling there. Those are the most gruesome. We have to ride for 30 minutes in the car. And then after the 30-minute varying drive, we have to check in, go to an elevator. Well, not really check in on the bottom floor because that's where all the other people with other appointments are waiting for us. So we go to an elevator, floor 3. We sometimes meet other kids in there. Yes. So we go to the 3rd floor. We enter through a door, and they changed it. I was like, what is this? Okay, we go through. And me and Dad were stuck in the hallway like, we were staring everywhere. Where's the normal door? Then we just go straight, open the door to another room. We do stuff with the. That's gonna sound very sus. I was about to say we do stuff with the receptionist lady. It sounds so wrong. We then get our info with the receptionist lady. Donny, I can see your butt crack. God damn it! That was my brother. Also Donny.
William has to. I'm sitting here.
Well, never.
That was my booty crack.
Never. William, pull up your pants. To the point that when you're grabbing something, I see your whole booty.
I know,
Anywho,
oh my God.
we get our info with the receptionist lady. One time it took 20 minutes to get our info. I'm like, to get an appointment? So we sit down, we wait another 30 minutes inside the waiting room.
So
we go.
10 minutes went by so far.
Yep. And then we go back to a room where they get my weight, my height, my blood pressure, my heart rate, all in one room. So that can take at least a 10. I thought you burped.
Oh my God.
I was laughing like, did he burp?
No, I said,
I-
No. Oh my god.
Anywho. Oh, good God.
You laugh sound like a seal.
Girl.
Yeah.
Donny.
Why?
It's talking about having weak lungs and can barely laugh.
Yeah, I know I can laugh a lot.
Yeah. But anywho, way to make fun of the disability.
No, I'm not.
You made fun of my laugh.
That's not a disability. That's a laugh.
Anywho, we go to this room, weight, height, blood pressure, heart rate, checked. That takes at least 10 minutes. We go back. It finds a way to make it 3 hours somehow. I don't know how. It's like it seems so quick, and then I see the time. Huh?
Huh?
It's like 9. Damn. I don't want a 12-hour appointment. Or an 11-hour at least. So we always go to Walmart or just immediately go home.
Walmart?
No, sometimes we go to Walmart. One time we were picking out Mom a Valentine's gift or a birthday gift. I can't remember. It was probably Valentine's or a Mother's Day.
3?
That was not 3 years ago. That was a year ago, Donny. That was not 3 years ago. What the heck? We literally picked out her a hedgehog a year ago. Well, we were gonna pick out a hedgehog, and then Dad ditched the hedgehog and picked something else. So I'm like, that fluffy poor hedgehog.
Why?
He kind of threw it on the shelf
Why?
because he saw something interesting for Mom.
And so he just did the
He threw the hedgehog on the shelf.
I
I was like, poor hedgehog. And then Donnie tried asking our dad, can we get this? Can we get this? From Pokemon.
I thought you were talking about me.
No, my brother. And he wanted a Zoroark V-Star box, and it was like $30. And Donnie didn't see the price. He thought it was going to be like $10 for like a little collection box, you know? And he was like, hey, do you mind if we get this? He's like, oh, well, we really kind of came here for Mom's, Mother's Day or birthday or Valentine's Day. And then he's like, let's not really buy stuff. He's like, okay. He completely understood it, and he tried to waver some Pokemon cards in, but he sadly didn't get any. But he wasn't really disappointed. He just talked about how he was going to save money and buy it one day. So then that's not really what happens in the middle of our appointment. We just kind of that was one story. So back on track. After that little room, we go down some hallways, more hallways. We go into a room. Yes. And then we go into a room. We wait 30 minutes for the doctor, or at least for another doctor, because a nurse is in the room already, checks my lymph nodes, checks my breathing.
Can I say something?
Wait. Checks my breathing, and then she types some stuff in her computer. That was the only time that happened, though. I don't ever remember a nurse being in there already prior, because normally a nurse never really comes in. We one time walked in our room, and there was a nurse chilling there. Oh, okay. I sit on the bed, or someone carries me and sets me on the bed. There's, normally a sink, a trash can, a biohazardous box. There's 2 chairs. There is a little hospital bed. Not an actual hospital bed, like a patient bed. Yeah, it is for the needles. And then a stool. And then we normally have some diabetes stuff on the stuff on the door. Like, I really saw the ad for the new G7 Dexcom on the G6 or G7. I can't remember. I think it's a G7. So I saw it on the door. I was like, whoa, look at that. That's so tiny, but so cool. Because I remember, I don't know why there's a lot of stuff about diabetes around my hospital. I'm guessing it has to do with the endocrinologist syndrome. Syndrome. Guys, I have an endocrinologist syndrome. You mean endocrinologist? What? Endocrine system. There. Jesus. I don't know. I don't know, Donny. Please don't ask me, because I don't even know. after all that hullabaloo trying to say endocrine system, totally almost didn't say it wrong again. Endocrine system must have something to do with that. I can't remember, but it's like all around the office and all around the stuff, doors.
Yep.
And so our doctor would do this. Hello, and open the door, and she'll enter and do all the other examining stuff. And since I'm a female, even though I don't look female, I am a female, she has to check the up area and the down area. She hasn't... What? I mean, she still checks, especially for our friend who also has the same syndrome. She just comes to the appointments with me, so they'll check the female breast and the female down there. So she'll do that, but she has never done it since COVID, and I wonder why, because that's not HIPAA violation or anything.
No.
Never, because HIPAA violation is where you share a patient's info or post a picture that has their info inside the picture and sharing it online. So, just because, it was literally because of COVID, because people had to stay social distances, and when you're a doctor and you're between your patient and there's a coronavirus spreading around, you don't want to be touching your patient. You never know if you have it. No, Donny, this is serious. So, you don't want to be touching your patient or, like, doing, Donny, or doing a lot, like, checking. I mean, she still checked, but she didn't do all the physical. She would actually them, but that doesn't feel awkward to me because it's a doctor. That's what they're supposed to do. So I never really feel awkward. I mean, there has some times when her hands have been oddly cold. I'm like, oh.
Oh, let's not touch me then.
Yeah. But, like, I hate when she touches my neck. She's like, and I start making the weird duck zombie sounds. So, and Dad, I think, and the doctor was laughing at my sounds one day. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I'm so ticklish. So she then washes her hand with ultra cold water and soap and hand sanitizer and touches my neck. Oh, and it sucks. I mean, it doesn't really suck. I'm just a ticklish person, you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's not, oh my gosh. So she touches my neck to check my lymph nodes for any sickness or anything wrong. And then she used to do the check, but now she doesn't. So I'm used to not having it. And if she ever does it again, I still won't really mind because it's my doctor. I go to an endocrinologist for a reason. She has to check how things are doing because females have hormones and male have hormones as well. But for females, those hormones really actually matter for the growth of those and the production of a period.
Yes.
I didn't have mine for 8 months before. I haven't been late to them now, which is wonderful, wonderful news. There was one time so bad to the point that they literally recently, probably 6-7 months ago now, which is honestly astonishing. I haven't got poked in the arm recently. And haven't sat in a metal uncomfortable chair for 3 hours. Not actually sit in an uncomfortable chair for 3 hours. No, just gone through an endocrinologist appointment for 3 whole entire hours of my day straight and being hungry for those 3 hours. And we have to, I don't get a hospital bracelet because I'm not actually in a hospital. I think I'm in like a clinic or something. It has to be some sort.
Like a clinic check.
Yes. So I don't go to a hospital. At least I don't think.
No.
But there are some times where I'll have to go to another place, LabCorp. I hate it. You have to drive an extra 10 to 20 minutes just to go to get a blood draw. Because in the middle of, it's the end of your appointment. Sorry, our lab's closed at 1. Oh, my God. We're at 10 or 9. I'm like, come on. Our appointment was supposed to start at 8:30, and you waited so long because you were late. And I'm not upset about it. I'm just mad at the fact that I have to go to the worst hated place of all, LabCorp. No offense to the staff or the workers. I just hate that place. It always smells funny. There was a man looking like he was about to throw up. I hate throw up. I have emetophobia.
That was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yes, I hated that day. That was my worst appointment yet.
Yeah.
I want to tell you guys about it now. Actually,
Okay.
let me tell them. So, dentist appointment. I had a dentist appointment in the early morning, and I have autism and severe OCD. Sorry, severe OCD and autism. Oh, sorry, severe autism. So, here I am sitting in the chair. I do have sensory issues, but I get over the dentist appointment. And after a dentist appointment, I'm not really in my best, greatest mood because I've just gone through sensory age. And so, there was this, there was an ambulance. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
You guys probably never even heard it, but we
no.
just heard it out our window. So, here I am after the dentist appointment. We go home. I eat some tacos. I apparently ingested some sort of that fluoride little stuff that I put on your teeth to make them so much stronger. I'm like,
The new dentist is a lifesaver. for
yes.
that.
But then I had a hypoglycemic attack, so that still wasn't fun. So I then eat some tacos because I feel low. Every single dentist appointment, I'm like,
Yeah.
I feel suddenly so low. I have
Even after
Yeah,
that,
you
yeah.
like, what in the world? So, after, so after the dentist appointment, I try and eat some tacos because back then my mouth strength was a lot stronger.
Definitely.
And so I eat some tacos. Then, Doc, you have an endocrinologist. We just spent 2 hours at the dentist. 5 hours of my day was wasted in appointments.
I think 6 hours.
6 hours of my day was wasted in appointments.
That's tiring.
So literally a couple 30 minutes right after the dentist. Oh, you have another appointment. I'm like, okay, they're not fun. I don't want to go through 3 hours of age. And then I hop in the car. We drive 30 minutes. I feel low because I've only had a couple bites of taco, and now I feel randomly nauseous. Well, surprise, surprise, I have something called emetophobia that makes you very terrified to vomit, and I'm feeling nauseous. Oh no! So you're now panicked, practically about to have a panic attack, feeling low, feeling nauseous all at the same time. Going through a 3-hour hot, sweaty appointment, having to drive 20 to 10 minutes to another LabsCorp, being in a claustrophobic room. Turns out I also have claustrophobia, so that doesn't help with the nausea, the panic attack, the low feeling, the nausea feeling on top of that, and the hot feeling. Turns out my dad also feels nauseous, so I'm scared he's going to vomit. God dang it!
Oh my God.
And I didn't know this the entire trip because he kept swallowing weird. I'm like, Dad, please don't vomit because I'm very terrified to vomit. And a man above us looks very nauseous. Oh my God, I feel nauseous. My dad feels nauseous. This man right beside me, or right in front of me feels nauseous. Another girl looks very nauseous. What in the world? Everyone be looking nauseous because they're swallowing funny. I hear a man coughing funny. I hate weird coughs because I feel like they're gonna vomit. A woman comes in complaining of stomach pain. Well, great. Now I think she's gonna vomit. I think a woman's gonna vomit. My dad feels nauseous. I feel nauseous. A man feels nauseous. I'm practically having a panic attack. I feel super hot and sweaty. No wonder why I didn't click two things together. I was feeling randomly hot, shaky, sweaty, feeling low. A woman complaining of stomach pain. I felt nauseous. My dad felt nauseous. A man felt nauseous. I had to go in a claustrophobic room. They bandaged me to death. I'm like, what in the world? It's a blood draw. No wonder why I don't like that place. It smells funny. I don't like new smells. And when new smells come to mind, I'm like, ugh. And I feel so nauseous to the point that I literally almost throw up at least 5 times. Because I have my mask. Sorry, I have my mask on, and I gag like that with the mask, and I tried so hard not to vomit next day. I'm like, please don't vomit. Like I'm in sweat trying to hold it all in. I had to hold vomit in for 6 hours.
Did you throw up?
I never really thrown up. I didn't throw up for real, but I literally fell. I'm like, ship. I didn't say that word. I said ship because I can't say it.
Yeah.
So here I am trying to hold throw up for 6 hours, having a panic attack, feeling low. Dentist, I hate the dentist. Everyone knows that throws my whole mood off. So, dentist, new place, 5 people feeling nauseous. I feel nauseous. I have severe emetophobia. I have claustrophobia. It goes in a claustrophobic room. Gets bandaged to death. I don't like really bandages. I'm like, come on, man. And then
it wasn't a bandage. It was like gauze,
like gauze. When she pulled out that gauze, I'm like, okay, they're probably just gonna do one wrap, and then that's it. To the point I couldn't bend my arm. So I had to deal with uncomfortable, not bending my arm. 5 people still stuck in my head that they're still feeling nauseous. The person right beside me the entire time that was feeling nauseous, I'm feeling nauseous myself. I have severe emetophobia. I don't like when I'm feeling nauseous. I don't like when people feel nauseous. I don't like people when they bring up stomach pain, because then I know that's going to result into a stomach bug or a stomach flu, and then they're going to vomit. And then I also hate when people cough funny or choke or feel nauseous. I'm like, oh, you feel nauseous? Do you have a stomach ache? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
She's like that.
I'm literally, I try my best to hide it, because I remember when anyone coughs funny, I'm like, can you check on them? Are they nauseous? Please.
Yes, that happens.
And then I break a sweat immediately. I remember one day I was just talking about vomit, and then they checked my head and my hands, and they're like, you're sweating. I'm like, you just talked about it. I'm not sweating now. See,
yeah.
I just...
Your hands are just sweaty, like normal.
Yeah, normal. So, not like profusely.
No, just...
My hands don't normally profusely sweat. So, here I am.
Oh my God. Talk about that horrible life.
And so, I feel low. 5 people are nauseous. I feel nauseous. I don't like nausea. I go into a claustrophobic room. Funny how they only come... Oh, wow, you're super lucky. You get 2 of your worst phobias inside one.
Yeah, oh my God.
And you hate when your phobia comes up. I know. You hate when your phobia comes up. And you can't stop obsessing over it. You're like... But I'm in the room with my phobia. Also in another room with my phobia. 2 phobias in one room.
What's that?
Because Dad kept... Why are you swallowing? I get even scared when someone swallows a little bit. I'm like
it's normal swallowing, but like when you keep saying, or I keep constantly saying swallowing and swallowing, and then she checks it every little move.
Bro,
like, oh
I remember when...
Donny, are you alright? You're swallowing a bit. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just had like a bit of a tickle in my throat.
Oh, I hate when Grandma coughs.
Uh,
I hate it so much. Every single time she coughs,
yeah.
And you saw it. Like, the best I tried to hide it, you saw it.
You're right.
I was trying to run. I hate it. What's the matter? What's the matter? Donny. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I try to stroll away. This is... Okay, never mind. So here I am. Oh my God, I hated it. 6 hours later, my nausea goes away. I mean, I gagged 3 times through a dang trash bag. I'm like, ugh. And then I feel so exhausted because the nausea and weird stuff of me trying to hold it in tires me. And all my phobias and practically having a silent panic attack.
Oh, did you unplug my phone a while ago?
That's mine. No one ever unplugged it. I never unplugged it. You never put it on charge.
I said put it on charge.
I don't remember that.
Oh, never mind. My phone died.
Sorry. I totally forgot you said it.
Yeah.
Anywho, so here I am chilling at the appointment, or chilling back from the appointment. We go...
Oh, my phone's 0.
Wow. We go to Walmart. We go to another store. And I think we only went to 5 places that day. But like at least 8 to 7 hours of my day was wasted feeling nauseous, having panic attacks, feeling low, having some random things happen to me. So that was 8 hours of my day. I really, really loved it. Just kidding. That was sarcasm, if you guys couldn't tell. Anywho, I hate when people cough funny, feel the feeling of nausea, when I feel nauseous, I also have another story to tell y'all. Donny says the one who talked for an hour. Anywho, so here I am just sitting here, and I'm in bed, and 6 a.m. rolls around. I shoot up in bed randomly, and then I
This
came.
was about a week or two.
Yes,
ago.
and then I think I posted it on this channel actually.
Yes, I did. Yes, you did.
Yep. So here I am sitting up in bed, and I like,
You wake up here.
and I start swallowing so much. I'm like, no, 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 no. Please don't be nauseous. I'm so scared at this point because I hate feeling nauseous. I hate all this other stuff about nausea. You heard it. So, so here I am sitting up. I'm like, I'm breathing like that, and I can't stop swallowing. I'm like, no, 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 no. There's nothing to throw up in. The trash bags are over there. They're sleeping right in front of it. How am I gonna get to the trash bags? There's no bowls. There's no nothing. I'm like, oh no. What? If I throw up, where am I gonna throw up? What?
The opens in front of your computer.
Ew, Donny, that's nasty. Anywho, thankfully no vomiting happened. I just stayed there for 2 minutes trying to swallow. I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't happen. I think it was because of Idol Slayer. Idol Slayer is like a game where you run and slash enemies. So I was playing that game 2 hours before bed, and it was a lot of running and motion.
Yes.
So I don't play it much that now.
I uninstalled it.
Oh, so I play that game. It's a very running, high motion game. So I play that before bed, and I'm sure that's what caused my nausea. So here I am staying in bed. Well, I sleep just fine, and until 6 a.m. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel nauseous. And I hate feeling nauseous. So that whole nausea spell goes away after 2 minutes of swallowing, and then I lay back in bed. I couldn't get to sleep, but I didn't want to sleep. So I film a video about it. I create the thumbnail, I edit the thumbnail, and then I upload the video. Then you guys wake up, and you don't even know what happens until I tell y'all in front ahead. I think it was a night before school or something. I think it was the weekends.
No, it was the starting of the weekend.
Yeah,
Saturday.
it definitely wasn't school. So here I am. I was super nauseous, and then wake up, create video, create thumbnail, and then I upload the video, or I'm uploading the video when they wake up. And they're like, hey Doc, how are you? I'm like, hey, I'm great. I didn't really want to mention the nausea spell I had. So a couple hours go by, and then I mention it, and like, oh my gosh, are you okay? You can find that in a short or in a video. I think they published that bit in a video. I can't remember.
Like in a short.
Yeah, in a short. Yes, you can find it in a short. That says Doc felt randomly nauseous or something. Or you can even find it in a video. I don't know if they have uploaded it or not, because I don't really know. So there is me feeling extremely nauseous at 6 a.m. That happened randomly. I don't know. I think, oh, our mom's laughing. So I think I know what contributed to the nausea. Definitely the high motion Idol Slayer, because ever since I've stopped really playing Idol Slayer before bed, I've never felt nauseous again, and that happened the day I got Idol Slayer and started playing it, and ever since then I haven't felt nauseous at all during the day, during the night, and also Pluto had a panic attack this morning. She had it in the restroom, and she was trying to breathe, and her hands were so shaky, and she literally looked dead, because she's like, she had a panic attack this morning. I was like, oh God, because her mom grabbed her shoulders, pinned her to the bed, and slapped her. And she had trauma from it, and she started having a panic attack. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you because it really happened before the bell rang. No, she didn't have the panic attack before the bell rang, but she had it in the morning, and I don't really meet her ever in those except those 4 periods. So she had a panic attack. So you're resting your arm on a little fluffy burger. So I think we are gonna end it now.
Yes.
So can I end it? Because I know.
May I say something, please?
Okay, but am I able to end it?
Yes.
We're gonna have to pass the microphone under a cord, so I'm sorry for any ruffles.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Donny here again. So I just want to point out a while ago that Doc's speech sounds very well today.
Oh, thank you. I thought
Yes,
it sounded
I-
a bit slurred.
No, I was gonna compliment her around like 20, 30 minutes ago, saying, "Oh my gosh, like your speech sounds so good today."
I actually think Wheelz does. Like, Wheelz
Really?
slurs, and then now it's slurring. Well, Wheelz normally slurs,
Yes.
and then you need to take a break. I mean,
Yes.
you did a little bit,
And we took like mini breaks
but
during the podcast.
then you were like, wow, you actually talked for so long.
Yes, I talked for like 40 minutes, and yes, I was like very sorry. And,
Yes.
but like,
we hear that a lot.
yes, but like, I talked for 40 minutes. Now, that would be something I'd easily be able to do
Constantly
back
swallow
then.
a lot 'cause we
Um,
have
yes.
bad
So I wanted to also point out another thing. Doc uploaded a short earlier, and it got viral. It got 2,000.
actually update you guys now on this.
Yes. And we gained like, 3 to 4 subscribers. And I have to shout out someone this afternoon, so I'll be doing that
Oh, yeah, I
after the
forgot.
podcast. But I will be shouting her out because I get better messages. No offense. You can get messages and stuff, but like, I didn't see another notification of the other new subscribers. But if you ever watch to the end of this podcast, to the 4 people,
That's 2.3 thousand.
yeah, we have 2,300 views on that short. It got over 70 to 60 likes. I'm like, what happened in that video? Something, yeah, Doc uploaded that without me knowing, and it got viral. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so amazing. And normally, like, some of our vlogs got really viral before, but like, I'm talking 2,300 views. Oh my gosh, you seriously do not know how amazing you are, guys. Seriously, our whole channel views are like 7,000. That's like a quarter of our channel
For real?
in one video, and like so many likes and so many people subscribed. And I was like, oh my gosh, you really do not need to give us this much love. But thank you guys so much. I just wanted to take a quick message to say that, and you got our short viral. Thank you guys so much, whoever contributed to those views. I don't know how y'all did it, but y'all did amazing. Thank you so much. And Doc will be ending the podcast.
Yes. You heard what Donny said. Thank you all so much for watching the 7th episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching the 7th episode on Podcast on Wheelz. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next podcast. Bye.